Hello everybody, I just wanted to show you guys an update I made to my Shulker processing system that I had made a couple months ago. So this basically doesn't work now due to some updates to how certain things work and mostly how droppers and solid item elevators work. Uh, this is now super unreliable, so I have made a newer, more compact version using water mechanics. So instead of this one here, I've shaved off about 2 blocks in this direction. It's hard to tell, but underneath I've shaved off about a block or two in height. And it otherwise functions almost exactly the same, just in a considerably different way. So first I'm going to give you some examples here. I've got this shulker box with just 5 items in it total. I've picked it up right here in my inventory. And so what you do is you place your shulker box on it. Ignore that ink. Squids don't bother this system. They will spawn in the water occasionally. It's completely harmless. I've in fact specifically made it to. Oh wait, it's already done. I can't even describe it. And because it didn't drop when I broke it, because if it has something in it, it will drop when I break it. Because it didn't drop when I broke it, that's how we know it's empty. So those 5 flowers, these 5 flowers, should be in this chest, which they are. So. This is essentially the same system as that one. You put a shulker box in that is full, it empties it and returns it to you. The fun part about this one is when it does its process, it will, and it might be hard for you to see on the recording, but it will whoop, shoot it out and you can watch it travel up the tube. Super entertaining. Alright, so I know what you're thinking. Well, you know, why would I have 5 flowers in a shulker box? Well, you're right. Let's say you have some unstackable stuff. Let's say you have a sword and some food. Maybe you're on an adventure. Well, hate to break it to you, but that stuff will end up in the thing too. And whoop, empty shulker box. All the stuff that was in there. I'm actually going to empty this real fast. And cleared S. Might help if my caps lock wasn't on. Okay. And then I'm going to come over here to this one. Now this is a little bit more hardcore and might take a few minutes, but it's got way more items. I'm actually going to shorten that. It's got way more items. It's got all kinds of different stuff, and it's got a bigger variety of items. So this is going to take a minute, and while it goes, I'm going to talk about how all this works. Basically, as soon as you place it, if it has items in it, if you place an empty shulker box right here, nothing will happen. The light up here will tell you whether it's ready or not. It says on, ready, off, wait. So the light is off, which means wait, it's processing. As soon as you place one there, it'll push it into this hopper. This hopper will take it back here. It'll get dispensed right there. I can't open it for obvious reasons. But it gets dispensed right here on top of some hoppers, and they feed down into the item elevator. Or no, these hoppers feed down into this output here. All the stuff's getting added to it. This system right here disables these hoppers in just long enough for this piston to push the shulker box into these hoppers, which take them up this system. I have tested this like 60 times. I have no idea how I've managed to make this a problem. This has not been a problem the past 60 times I've done it. Alright, well, you know what? We're not going to worry about that. If our loss rate is 1 in 60 and it's super easy to get to, it's not like you have to completely rebuild this if that happens. I'm just going to let that be part of it. So anyway, yeah, the hoppers lead them into this elevator system. It gets dispensed into this water. These bottom 3 are source blocks, so they accelerate it upward past this only hole, and then the rest is solid. And it hits this top block and gets pushed sideways into this hopper, which feeds it into this dispenser, and the rest is cake. It also makes a little noise, and I don't know if you were able to hear the noise. I've got my sounds turned way low. Oh, what am I doing? I've also got all these sounds turned way low. There we go. All right. So I don't know how or why, but this is empty. This is empty, and when you place an empty... Fixed! And it makes a little noise and everything. Because this is empty, I could, in theory, place a Bulker Shocks that is... Here's an empty Bulker Shocks. Nothing inside, nothing happens. It knows it's empty. It's not dumb. I'll show you some of this other stuff in just a second. I just want to give you one last little bit here. This is a biggin. This is a shulker box that you might come back with if you use your shulker boxes to help your inventory while strip mining or something. I have tested this, and it worked. I tested it like 3 or 4 times, but it takes like a real life half an hour to do. So I would set this going, and then I'd start working on something else and come back to it, and it would be kosher. So I assure you, this works at least 90% of the time. Having that block fall into this space, that was actually really frustrating because I haven't seen that happen before now. But this new design is now much more reliable than that design. That design has pretty much, I don't want to say broken, but it's also considerably slower. If I were to place both of these at the exact same time, that one would still finish before that one. And this one's never going to complete because item elevators don't work anymore. I don't know if you can see that item spazzing out there. Yeah, it's bad. So basically, this one is now obsolete, this shulker processing system. This one is now your 95% of the time, 90% of the time, I guess. I don't want to oversell myself. Working just fine then. And it is faster in pretty much every way. I learned a lot from building this and found a lot of workarounds when building this. So the end result, and using new water mechanics, makes everything faster. I love watching it just go zoop up to the top. All right, so this is the shulker processing system. You can see it all here. I can make a tutorial video on how to build it, but that's not really my style. If you really want one and you watch my videos, which all 4 of you, leave a comment or something. I'll totally do it. Alright, so over here, just to show you all what else I'm working on, this is my, I guess I should give it a name. I'll call it my shulker silo. Basically, you take like a farm or some massive silo. In this case, it's got nothing but shitloads of jungle leaves. And you've got a place where you put all your empty shulker boxes. Your output will be full shulker boxes, and these are completely full to the 64, and it just kind of outputs full shulker boxes. That's its thing. So I have it turned off right now, but basically it will fill up. Let's see how many are in this one right now. Yeah, okay, so that one's a little over halfway, but that'll take a minute. So anyway, basically it just feeds all of your farm's items into shulker boxes, and once the shulker box is full, it drops it into this chest, so you can maximize your storage and not have to do that manually. Just for fun, other things I've been working on include, but are not limited to, a vertical 7-segment display system. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then it stops. This was really fun to work on. I've been struggling with the idea of a vertical observer line and trying to figure out how to sort of create vertical redstone out of it. And I found that using these works perfectly because both positive and negative updates function. Also, I've been using leaf stone to transmit vertically much faster. Anyway, yeah, this is my vertical, and that is actually a T flip-flop, or is actually a monostable, it's not a left button. yeah, so that was a quick show of my redstone testing world. And I'm working on a few other things, but that's not important. Anyway, so yeah, Shulker system, uh, new design, much better, much faster, and much more reliable, especially in the new update. Because of course, updates break your stuff. You know, it's just how it works nowadays. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. I don't know if I should apologize for just randomly making a Minecraft video because I don't always do that. But yeah, all right, thanks.